Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my science class. So, in the previous class, we were discussing about the physical and chemical changes, which is the sixth chapter of your class 7 NCERT science book. So, this is the part 2. In part 1, we have discussed about the different physical changes. What are physical changes using different activities. So we have studied that a change in which a substance undergoes a change in its physical properties is called a physical change. So what are the different physical properties? The properties the things which we can see, hear, we feel, or we can touch the substance, or the property like smell, which we can measure. All these are the different physical properties like change in color, or the sound, we hear the sound. So all these are the different physical properties, and a change in this property, in these properties, is a physical change, like the properties of shape, which we can feel through our touch, or a change in the color, which we can observe by seeing the object, or state of substance, are the different physical properties. Now, so these are the different physical changes like crushing of a can, melting of an ice cube, boiling of water, mixing sand with water, breaking of a glass, dissolving sugar in water, shredding of paper, chopping wood, mixing green and red marbles, sublimation of dry ice. All these are the different physical changes, because no new substance is being formed. It is only changing the shape. The substance is only changing its shape or size or color or its state. So all these are the different physical changes. Now let us continue the chapter. Now moving to 6.2, chemical change. A change with which you are quite familiar is the rusting of iron. If you leave a piece of iron in the open for some time, it acquires a film of brownish substance. This substance is called rust, and the process is called rusting. So you might have seen iron vessel like the tawa or kadai, or an iron instrument which is in open, and it acquires a brownish or reddish color on the surface of your that vessel. Some reddish brown substance appears on your iron vessel. This reddish brown substance is called as rust. It is called as rust, and the process of the appearance of this reddish brown layer on an iron object is called as rusting. So iron gates of parks or farmlands are iron benches kept in lawn and garden. Almost every article of iron kept in open gets rusted. At home you must have seen shovels and spades getting rusted when exposed to these are the different iron objects, and because they are lying in open, you can observe these reddish brown appearance. So as you can see, this is an iron object, and this reddish brown colored substance is the rust, and this process is called as rusting. This is an iron object, and you can observe this reddish brown layer. So at home you must have seen shovels and spades getting rusted when exposed to the atmosphere for some time. In the kitchen, a wet iron pan or tawa often gets rusted if left in that state for some time. Rust is not iron. It is different from iron on which it gets deposited. Let us consider a few more changes where a new substance are formed. So, this rust is not iron. it is different from iron. So how is it different? So as I have told, this is not iron. The rust is not actually iron. So what is it? So suppose this is an iron object. It is kept in an open surrounding. What happens? It reacts with the oxygen present in air and the moisture that is there in the air. So oxygen, we write oxygen as O2, and water or moisture is written as H2O. This is the chemical formula of water. H, this 2 means two molecules of two atoms of hydrogen, and O, O stands for oxygen. So this is iron. The symbol of iron is Fe. So this is iron. The iron reacts with oxygen and water present in the air and forms rust. So what is rust? Rust is Fe2O3 H2O. So Fe2O3 means it is oxide of iron. So what happens when rusting occurs? What is rusting? The iron reacts with oxygen and the water present in air and forms the oxide of iron, which this is iron oxide, which is called as rust. And since a new substance is formed, this is not iron, this is iron oxide, and that is why this change is not a physical change. Now let us see some more examples through the different activities which are there in our book. Now the next is to demonstrate activity 6.6. Do not try this activity, student, because we have to burn this, so it is a little dangerous for you, so do not try it at home. Now get a small piece of thin strip or ribbon of magnesium. Clean its tip with a sandpaper. Bring the tip near a candle. So this is a tong. This object is a tong, which is used for holding objects, like a tong used by your mama to make a chapati. So this is a laboratory instrument. This is also called as a tong. And here this is a magnesium strip. So get a small piece of thin strip of magnesium, strip or ribbon of magnesium, clean its tip with sandpaper, bring the tip near a candle flame. It burns with a brilliant white light. So this is burning with a white light. When it is completely burnt, it leaves behind a powdery ash. Does the ash look like the magnesium ribbon? The change can be represented by the following equation. So this is magnesium ribbon, and now it is burning with a bright white flame, and after it burns it forms ash. So whether ash is the same as magnesium? No, it is not the same. Does the ash looks like the magnesium ribbon? No. The change can be represented by the following equation. Magnesium plus oxygen, O2, gives magnesium oxide. So this is magnesium. The symbol for magnesium is Mg. These are the chemical symbols. Every element has been given a symbol so that we can write it in the form of an equation. It is easy to recognize the element using these symbols, and these are followed by all the scientists all around the world. So magnesium is written as Mg, and it reacts with oxygen. As I have told, oxygen is written as O2. O is the symbol for oxygen, and we write 2 here. The subscript, this is called as the subscript, and here 2 atoms of oxygen combine to form a molecule of oxygen. So atom is not stable, but the molecule is stable. So oxygen remains in this state only, O2, and they form magnesium oxide, which is written as MgO. The equations here are different from those in mathematics. In equations of this kind, the arrow implies becomes. No attempt should be made to balance equations at this stage. So here you should know till your 7th standard just the knowledge of symbols and how to write an equation is important. In the further classes, in higher classes, you will come to know how the proper way of writing these equations. So on the left hand side, this is the arrow, and on the left hand side we write the reactants, the starting materials, and on right side of the arrow, since there is no space here, so they have written it here, but the correct way is to write the equation in a single line. So on the right side of the arrow we write the product which is formed after the reaction. So the product formed is magnesium oxide. Now collect the ash and mix it with a small amount of water. Stir the mixture aqueous solution well. Aqueous solution is a solution in water. So what we have to do, we have to collect the ash and mix it in water. Everything which is mixed in water, it is called as an aqueous solution. Test the mixture with blue and red litmus paper. Does the mixture turn red litmus blue? Or does the mixture turn blue litmus red? On the basis of this test, how do you classify the aqueous solution? Acidic or basic? So what happens when you dissolve this magnesium oxide in water? This magnesium oxide turns into magnesium hydroxide, because H2O, water is H2O, so it forms a magnesium hydroxide. And in the chapter acid, bases and salts, what we have studied, that hydroxides are basic in nature, right? So this magnesium hydroxide will be basic in nature, and we know that bases turn red litmus blue. So on dissolving ash in water, it forms a new substance. This change can be written in the form of following equation: magnesium oxide MgO plus water, which is H2O, then the arrow, it forms magnesium hydroxide MgOH twice. As you have already learned in chapter 5 that magnesium hydroxide is a base, so magnesium oxide is a new substance formed on burning of magnesium. Magnesium hydroxide is another new substance formed by mixing magnesium oxide with water. So in this activity we have changed the substance twice. First we have burned the magnesium strip and magnesium turned into magnesium oxide, the first reaction, and then we dissolved the magnesium oxide in water. We formed an aqueous solution and a new substance again is formed, which is magnesium hydroxide. So this was all about the activity 6.6. We will discuss the activity, that is activity 6.7, in the next part. So till then, thank you students.